Hi, it's Darren, your ADHD Jedi with Darren Thomas Coaching. Today, I want to talk to you about solving problems regarding your kids' behaviors or not meeting expectations. I'm aware of three plans in which we can use. They are Plan A, Plan B, Plan C. Plan A is when the adult imposes their will and solution on the child. While this is definitely needed for health or safety risks, it's only a temporary effect on change. Plan C is okay when the child can choose the solution. You let go of your expectation for the moment, knowing that you will address it at a more convenient time. And the best for last and most effective is Plan B. It is known as collaborative problem solving. When you and your son or daughter work together to come up with a solution, this plan has some beliefs behind it that one really must buy into. You must believe that kids do well if they can, not if they wanna. Believe that your explanation guides your intervention. Believe that students lack skills to do well, not necessarily the will. And that kids are often taught best using real problems and conversations, not lectures. Unsolved problems are often predictable patterns of behavior, and a belief that problems are best solved when you work proactively, when things are calm and the problem is not pressing. The goals behind using this plan are to reduce meltdowns and defiance, to pursue expectations with clear communication, to teach lagging thinking or executive function skills, to solve problems that are durable, to examine and reflect on our parenting style, to build trust and connection with our kids, and to get our kids talking. Think about this for a moment. What is your ultimate goal in discipline? Is it strictly compliance, which is plan A, and probably will work for the time being? Or is it skill building, which will have a lasting result? There are three main parts of plan B. First, listen to your child's concerns and communicate that it is heard and understood by you. Second, express your concern and define the problem, the differences and the concerns that need to be reconciled. And three, invite your son or daughter to be part of the solution instead of the focus of the problem. Collaborate as you brainstorm and assess options together to find a win-win, doable, and durable solution. Remember that backtalk and defiance often occur when your kid feels that their voice is not being heard, believed, or acknowledged. Let's take a moment and dive deeper into each of these pieces. Part one, the empathy and reassurance step. Where there is an unmet expectation or problem that you want to discuss with your child or teen, or perhaps something that he or she is upset about. You want to open the conversation in a calm, curious manner. As you begin the conversation, let them know that they're not in trouble, that you're not necessarily saying no or that they have to. Our goal is collaboration, not control, not plan A. We want to listen to their concern and understand why it is so challenging to meet the expectation or why they're so upset. Your neutral comment can calm and diffuse any situation. I notice that, then mention the unsolved problem or the expectation the student is having difficulty meeting, and ask, what's up? Tell me what's going on. Let's talk and solve this together. For example, hey, I noticed that you're getting your math homework done has been a real challenge for you lately. You're not in trouble, and I'm guessing there's probably a really good reason. So help me to understand. Again, that neutral comment can calm and diffuse the situation. Then ask clarifying questions. Hey, tell me more about that. May I ask why? How so? Can you give me an example? What do you mean when you say, I'm not sure I still quite understand? Use open ended questions not questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no. Then, if the conversation isn't getting anywhere, try educated guessing. Hey, mind if I take a crack at this? Let me know if I'm getting warm or not. Acknowledge their feelings and do reflective listening. Help them name their feelings, mirror what they say. Again, it's time to listen and to understand them. It's not time to solve yet. Avoid disguising your opinions or your premature solutions. Don't you think that by waiting until later, or hey, next time, wouldn't it be a good idea to avoid shame, blame, and criticism? If only you would, and avoid the plan or the threat of a plan A as you begin. If you don't do this, then I'll acknowledge any any part that you may have in the problem. Hey, I know I've been getting on your case about this, and I see it's not helping. I'd like to come up with another way, and I would really like your help. Part two, your turn to express your concern step. Once you clearly understand your teen's or child's concern, it's your turn to express your concern and define the problem. Focus on the situation and what you notice before you focus on the expectation. Help them to see another person's perspective. What is the expectation? What is your concern? Is there a health or safety concern? How's the problem affecting your kid? How's the problem affecting other people? How will you communicate this without shame, blame, criticism? Remember, they don't have to agree or even care about your concern, just as you don't theirs. This is the time to just understand it. Focus on your concern, not your solution. Part three, the invitation step. This is where the magic really happens. Invite them to collaborate with you towards a mutually satisfying solution. Restate both the concerns. I wonder if there's a way to resolve this that will satisfy your concern that, and my concern that. And then brainstorm a list of ideas for possible solutions. Here are some guidelines for effective brainstorming. Give your kid or teen the first crack at the solution. Consider and write down all ideas, no matter how impractical. No judgment here, no evaluation yet. That will come later. Behind even the worst solution is golden information about their reasonable concerns. Once you're done brainstorming, then evaluate the ideas together. Does the idea address each person's concern? Look for a win-win solution, one that's doable and durable. If the problem seems unsolvable, then maybe you're trying to solve the wrong problem. Maybe the problem is not that he isn't listening to you and won't get started on something. Maybe it's that he's too hungry to focus right now. Maybe the problem is that she doesn't really know what to do or how to do something, or has a skewed sense of time, the time that it will take to do it. Remember, again, your belief and explanation about the problem guides your response and intervention. Once you have an agreement, explore how will we know that this is working. This will add in awareness and accountability. Write down the agreement with specific hows and terms of the agreement, including an agreement regarding what happens if this is not followed. Choose a date to meet again to assess how the plan is working out, and agree that if the plan is not working, you'll come back to the table to voice your concerns rather than resort to arguing, shame, blame, or criticism. And if he or she is reluctant to participate, or if plan B talk just isn't going well, what's getting in the way of him or her talking? Is this a good time to talk? Is this really a calm time? Are our emotional fuel tanks empty? Does she need to explore more time or give more time to explore her concerns? Does he need the problem broken down into smaller parts? Does she trust your sincerity and intentions? Am I disguising a plan A? Have I acknowledged my role in the problem? Am I using shame, blame, criticism, or even sarcasm? Am I using sufficient reassurance and empathy? Or maybe a small incentive to try so that the process would this help? I'm not a big proponent of using bribery, but in certain instances, it may be needed. Something such as, hey, if we can work through this together for, say, 15 minutes, then you can have an extra 15 minutes on your video game, or you may stay up 15 minutes longer. Or how about if we do this over ice cream or some other treat? This plan does not have to be completed in one setting, but it should not be spread out over days. As I mentioned in a previous video, I believe kids do well if they can, and I hope you do too. This is a way to help them be able to do well by teaching them the needed skills. Please check out my website and membership page for more information. I'll talk to you soon. And as always, be exceptional.